Hey there and welcome to Scandal Steep. I recently had an in-depth conversation with Greg Kading. If you're not familiar with him, Greg Kading is a former LAPD detective known for investigating the high-profile murders of rappers Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls. During our discussion, we dove into the complex world of the music industry, especially the dark side where fame, power, and street culture intersect. Mike Tyson has recently stirred up conversations by revealing surprising insights about today's rap scene and its entanglement with figures like Diddy Combs, suggesting that the industry might be on the brink of a major shake-up. Tyson's statements during a recent interview were nothing short of explosive. He mentioned that up to 7 arrest warrants have been issued for several high-profile black rappers, citing connections to various criminal activities. These allegations, if true, could profoundly impact the music industry and even hint at a deeper cultural shift. Tyson seemed to imply that these arrests are rooted in a bigger picture that ties today's music industry back to the time of Tupac and Biggie, a period marked by intense friction between artists, law enforcement, and the streets. It's almost like history is repeating itself, but this time with even higher stakes. Reflecting on this, I was reminded of how Kading described his investigation setup. He had an entire wall plastered with photographs, names, and magnets connecting different people and events, just like you'd see in a crime thriller. In a way, it was as if he was setting up a map of the music world's hidden connections, trying to find out who was behind Tupac and Biggie's murders. This visual representation helped me understand the complex layers of influence and loyalty that have shaped the careers and lives of these artists. Tyson made a compelling point about how, just like in the days of Tupac and Biggie, today's rappers are not only shaped by the streets but are also entangled in them. This connection has placed them in dangerous situations, creating a cycle of fame, power, and survival. He explained how the pressures and tensions between law enforcement and rap artists have intensified over the years, leading to situations where legal troubles seem almost unavoidable for some of them. Tyson also opened up about his childhood in Brooklyn, sharing how it gave him a first-hand perspective on the struggles and challenges these artists face daily. One interesting name that kept coming up in our conversation was Diddy Combs. Tyson questioned why so many people in the music industry, including rappers and Hollywood figures, seem to fear Diddy as if he's untouchable. Artists like T.I. and 50 Cent have publicly criticized him, with 50 Cent once sharing a strange encounter where Diddy offered to take him shopping. These unusual stories have sparked rumors about Diddy's influence, with some speculating that he may have deeper ties within the industry and possibly even beyond it. While Diddy's prominence in the music industry is undeniable, Tyson suggested that there might be more to the story than meets the eye. He described a network of alliances and rivalries that create an environment where violence and suspicion are all too common. This is more than just individual behavior, it hints at a larger system in play, where fame and survival instincts drive rappers to extreme measures, often putting them in conflict with the law and each other. For Tyson, this world of fame and danger is not new. Growing up in a tough Brooklyn neighborhood, he witnessed firsthand how street life and survival instincts became part of the rap culture that these artists now carry with them. It's not just about making music, it's a way of life, with deep-rooted connections to the streets that sometimes come back to haunt them. This background helps Tyson relate to the hardships these rappers face and adds a deeper layer to his perspective on their struggles. Tyson also revealed that Diddy's reputation might extend beyond just the music scene, hinting at connections with government agents and potential alliances that have kept him insulated from scrutiny. According to Tyson, Diddy has been linked to a federal agent in D.C., a relationship that began long before he became a household name. This revelation paints Diddy as someone who was able to cultivate powerful connections that would later play a significant role in his rise to fame. One of Diddy's former bodyguards, Gene Deal, shared some intriguing stories about Diddy's early years. Deal described how, even before he was famous, Diddy was involved in activities that went far beyond promoting parties. He suggested that Diddy might have had connections to government agents in D.C., possibly linked to certain mysterious incidents. Deal's insights offer a chilling perspective on Diddy's journey to fame, with his connections extending into realms far removed from the music industry. In our conversation, Gene Deal recounted how he witnessed Diddy's transformation from a young man hustling on the streets to a global superstar. It was a journey filled with ambition, street smarts, and the determination to make it big, but it also came with a tangled web of alliances and rivalries that still cast a shadow over his success. Deal revealed that Diddy's struggles with traumatic memories, including an incident where 9 children died in a tragic event at a school he was associated with. The incident left lasting scars on those involved, and Deal mentioned that Diddy even sought therapy to cope with the emotional aftermath. Deal also shed light on Diddy's family background, mentioning Diddy's father, Melvin Combs, who was reportedly connected to notorious figures like Nicky Barnes, a known drug lord. These ties highlight the complex and sometimes dangerous network of relationships that influenced Diddy's path to success. During a conversation with 50 Cent, Deal mentioned how even Biggie's mother harbors feelings of resentment toward Diddy, hinting at unresolved tensions within the hip-hop community. As Tyson and I continued our discussion, he spoke about the night Biggie was tragically killed. Deal, who was driving Biggie's car that night, shared the horrifying moment when the shooting occurred and the difficult conversation he had with Biggie as they rushed to the hospital. For Deal, that night was a turning point, a moment where the harsh reality of what had happened became undeniable. It was a heartbreaking experience that changed his view of the industry and the people within it. Adding to the intensity of our conversation, a recent story from the Daily Mail reported that Diddy's name has appeared multiple times in Tupac Shakur's murder records. This revelation follows claims by former gangster Dwayne Keef D Davis, who accused Diddy of offering a substantial sum to orchestrate Tupac's murder. It's a startling accusation that adds yet another layer to the complex and often troubling narratives surrounding Diddy and the hip-hop community. For Tyson, these revelations hit close to home. He remembers feeling a profound sense of guilt when he learned about Tupac's death. Tyson had urged Tupac to come to his fight that night, pressuring him to bring a recording for an after-party. Tyson even planned to join Tupac at Club 662 later that evening but ultimately decided to stay home with his newborn daughter. When he received the call about Tupac's shooting, he was struck by the weight of responsibility, feeling as though his actions had indirectly contributed to the tragedy. Reflecting on that night, Tyson explained that violence was not unusual in his world. In his life, it was almost expected that someone might get hurt or killed after a big event. But with Tupac, it felt different. It was personal, and it was painful. The loss of Tupac, a figure who meant so much to him and to millions of fans worldwide, left a lasting impact on Tyson. He often recalls their friendship, describing Tupac as a force of nature, someone who lived passionately but also carried a storm within him that couldn't be contained. Tyson's stories of Tupac reveal a profound respect and admiration for the rapper. He shared a memorable experience backstage at one of Tupac's concerts, where he was struck by Tupac's energy and the love he inspired in others. The bond they shared went beyond mere friendship. It was a brotherhood that left Tyson with a deep sense of loss and reflection on what could have been. Through these memories and revelations, Tyson provides a unique perspective on the hidden dynamics within the music industry and the personal toll it can take on those involved. As Tyson continues to reflect on his experiences, he brings a powerful voice to the ongoing conversation about fame, loyalty, and the price that some pay for success.